Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Angie. I am a psychic intuitive reader here on YouTube. I'm also a medium and a light worker. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, I want to welcome you and thank you so much for your love and support. At this time, I am closed for personal readings and I should be opening back come the new year. I'm in the process of building my website, so it's a lot easier for my subbies and my other customers to book like readings and stuff like that with me, and a lot of my other services I do offer available. It's going to be up and running on my website. So my goal is to have my website running by July, or by, why am I saying July? January 1st, 2022. So yeah, so this is an unusual reading, but I've been getting a lot of like intuitive downloads, I guess, from my person's karmic. So we're going to spy a little bit and see what's going on with your person and their karmic at this time. So this is for people who know for sure that their person has a karmic or is involved with a karmic. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a person, but it's most likely, I feel, going to be resonating for people that know that their person is involved with someone else. I'm not sure what to title this one, but I'm going to be doing that after I upload the video to YouTube and you guys see this. So, yeah, let's hop into it. So we have pile number 1 with the evil eye bracelet. This is pile number 1. We have pile number 2 with this candle here that has like the protection and whatnot. It's also used to help you channel through your crown chakra. I always have this here with me while I'm reading my cards. So this is pile number 2. This is a hand, so it's a protection hand. And then pile number 3, we have here this mountain sage tarot. What am I saying, tarot? Mountain sage for new beginnings and space clearing. It's extra strength. So if you're do your thing, pick your pile, and I'll see you in your reading. So hey, pile number 1. So pile number 1, the craziest thing happened with your footage for your video. This is like 3-4 days later after I uploaded the original videos. Like, so whatever your practice is, whether it be you know, spirituality, you like to do meditations, you like to do like grounding exercises, you pray to God, you pray to source, you pray to the creator, whatever it wants to be. Really, especially I feel like for this pile right now, your person's karmic is definitely interfering heavy, because like the video was gone. Like I recorded everything, it was all good, and then I went back to upload, couldn't upload anything, and then the video just was lost. So wherever you are, pile number 1, take it from me. Really, I feel like right now there's definitely a period where your connection is going through a deep, profound transformation of some sort, where your karmic, or your person's karmic rather, is really trying to interfere and prevent you guys from moving forward to the next stage in your connection. So you got to be very vigilant with, you know, your communication, your thoughts, stuff of that nature at this time, because I feel like this is a pivotal moment for your connection between you and your person, especially if this is a twin flame soulmate connection. So as I was telling all the other piles, I wanted to let you know that right now I'm actually closed for personal private readings because I'm upgrading. I'm creating a website, I'm doing other things. So I'll let you guys know when I'm up and running, and then you guys can check out my services and what I have to offer. I'm also going to be offering in the month of February spirit release therapy. I'm currently doing training right now to be able to energetically clear twin flames, soulmates, and other persons. So yeah, let's hop into the reading and find out what's going on right now with your person, their karmic at this time. So pile number 1, please, spirit. Okay, self-attack. It's the first card that came out. So let's see for pile number 1, please, spirit, what's going on with their person and their karmic at this time. So instantly, pile number 1, I feel very negative when I'm looking at these cards. So I feel like your person's karmic is someone who likes to do the verbal attack, and see we have at the bottom revenge. So something really drastic happened between, as I told you, right? There was like some ending of some sort. Could have been your person deciding to walk away finally from the karmic. And so because of this, even if it's not a physical person and it's a business partner or someone that your person had where they had been investing in or spending a lot of time with, this person is now basically pulling out all the stops because we have your self-attack. So this could take forms of, I'm hearing for a lot of them, self-harm is what the karmic is doing in some cases. It could even be a situation as well where the karmic is blaming your person, like, I can't believe you, like, if you leave me, I'm going to kill myself. Just very dark and very negative. So this karmic is all about mind control and manipulation. Even if, let's say, I'm hearing for some of you, you know that your person's karmic is actually a business partner or a friend. Your person is now trying to walk away from this person because they realize the connection with this person is very abusive, right? Like, so the karmic, I'm hearing for a lot of them, they like to cut your person down. They like to tell them that they aren't shit. Every now, once and again, they remind them of why they're not shit and how they're not a good person, and they cause them to basically like go and like, you know, cheat or even hate themselves, or, you know, like they just pull out all the stops. But this karmic, I feel specifically for pile number 1, is an emotional abuser. So they get people in ways of emotional abuse. So what they do is they gaslight, they cause problems. They could have even turned your person's social circles against them in some cases, where they tried to manipulate or control. Could even be dealing with a narcissist, right? Because most narcissists, this is kind of what they do as well. They try to pivot people against each other. So they enjoy it, especially if it's a female narcissist, because I was watching a video about this a few days ago actually, where some of them, you have the covert narcissist as well as you have the overt narcissist. So with the covert narcissist, they kind of make it like seem like, oh, poor me, pity party, blah, blah, blah. And then with the overt narcissist, they usually only attract partners for financial gain. So your person could even be dealing with a gold digger as well. But this person is very violent, very aggressive. This is the type of karmic that would most likely be willing to fight you in some cases. So like the ones where if, let's say, you and your person are able to like have that new beginning and move on, this person may even contact you or even approach you and your person on the street and start yelling and cursing everyone out, you know, emasculating your masculine, as well as even yelling at you, telling you that you're a homewrecker, you stole your person, but you didn't steal no one. Your person made a choice, right? They chose themselves and they walked away from this toxic situation. So I'm even feeling like a little headache too. Like this karmic, I'm feeling like your person right now is really, really stressed out with this karmic because they like to play the victim a lot as well too, right? So they like to make it seem like it's everyone else's fault but theirs. This is the type of karmic that doesn't like to take ownership or responsibility for their actions. I know that I mentioned that this could be a business partner or friend. I'm feeling like it's more of like a feminine type of energy, right? Or if it is a masculine, inquiring as well, it's a friend who I'm feeling is very clingy, very controlling, very possessive. Just likes to be in control of everything and everyone. And so now that your person has made a choice in love, because especially if this is a twin flame soulmate journey, you, the viewer, have probably decided recently to love yourself unconditionally. And so your person is now feeling a shift in the energies and no longer wants to invest if it's an employment situation or a friend or a love interest that your person pursued. They no longer want to invest in the connection. And this person that we're tapping into here knows that your person is about to leave. And so because of this, if they haven't already left, I guarantee you expect communication very soon from your person. And you might even dream this karmic in some cases too, I'm hearing for a lot of you. Or you might even just somehow run into this person or something like that may happen. Because now this person is now worried that what they want. So if they're like, you know, a Queen of Pentacles in reverse type of energy where they're a gold digger, now their finances or their investment, which they thought was going to be their 10 of Cups, their happily ever after, is walking away to come to you. So this person feels that energy just shifting and they're not okay with it. They don't want your person to go. They want to stay in control. This karmic is also very manipulative as well, which I'm sure you know. I'm hearing a lot of you already knew this about this karmic. The karmic may have already even contacted you in some cases, you know, trying to kind of, some of them may have even tried to befriend you, because this person tries to get in certain ways. And then what they do is they then start to control the situation and also manipulate. So they use whatever information that you've given to them and then they throw it back into your face. This is the type of karmic as well that bases their self-worth on very much what people think of them. I'm hearing from Spirit as well. So for a lot of them, this is a type of environment that they grew up in. All they know is violence. All they know is yelling. All they know is turmoil. So for them, their life, their childhood, their livelihood consists of nothing but toxicity. This karmic as well may even have some type of addictive behavior. I'm hearing for some of them, they may even do binge eating as well, where they're overweight, or in some cases they may have an addiction, or even some of them anorexia or bulimia, because they very much care about what people think and they want to stay in control at all times. So they're very obsessed with their appearance as well too, and they like when your person compliments them. But I'm hearing recently your person stopped doing this, and this is also causing this karmic's ego to take a bruising. So let's talk more into the tarot cards, because I haven't even gotten into that. Spirit had a lot to say about this karmic. So let's... Okay. So we have the first card. So we have the 8 of Wands. We have the 6 of Cups. Okay, they wanted 4. And then we have the 3 of Cups upright. And see, 9 of Swords. This person is starting to get over heartbreak. So maybe your person or even the karmic. See, we have Ace of Pentacles. And we have 6 of Pentacles. So yeah, as I talked about, right? This is just confirming everything that I said. Your person, this is straightforward. Your person right now wants to take action where this connection is concerned between you and them. They are actively wanting to engage with you and communicate with you. I'm hearing some of you may have blocked them or cut off communication. This person is now thinking about how to come forward and how to communicate with you. They're very nostalgic at this time as well, where they're thinking about a lot of the past memories that you guys both shared. I'm hearing for a lot of you, you guys could have done a lot of great things together, and this person is reflecting very deeply on how they feel towards you and even how they feel towards the karmic. I know that's a bit triggering, but they're kind of like comparing, right? How the karmic makes them feel very like vulnerable, very angry, very disappointed, very sad. And then they're comparing how you make them feel, which is a complete opposite of the karmic. And now they're starting to become more enlightened as you heal and you step more into your power. And I'm hearing for your divine feminine power, specifically for a lot of the viewers, because I feel like I channel for a lot of women, or women in energy, not necessarily women per se, but just women in general, their energy, feminine energy. So this person is feeling that you, the viewer, is what they want. They want to give you a solid offer. So expect rapid, fast communication with this person. They're thinking very heavily about you and them and what this connection actually means. They want to give you a solid offer of commitment, something that's tangible, something as well that holds value and weight towards the situation. And they want to give equally towards you with the 6 of Pentacles here as well. They want to be generous towards this connection, because I feel like where they're at, and which is why I'm feeling very much when I see this card, they're comparing the toxic relationship that they're in with the karmic, where it's not equal give and take. Your person is the overgiver in that connection, and you may have been the overgiver towards this person, but they're now realizing that where they're at is currently not balanced, where they were kind of like, and I'm seeing this little boy here in the picture with the dog. I'm hearing for a lot of them, they're realizing that the connection that they're in is very amateurish, very immature. It's not long-term commitment worthy. It's more of your person just rushed in with this person with passion, perhaps because maybe you left them, and so now they're realizing that they made a false decision based on their lack of integrity, or even them just wanting to accept their feelings the way they felt about you and the connection, pile number one. But now this person is recognizing that they were very immature to choose someone that was also very immature. But now they've gotten a lot of enlightenment, they've done a lot of thinking, they've done a lot of introspection, and now they want to come forward and provide that stable connection for you and them. They feel very drawn to you, and they feel like you are someone as well. With the dogs, I'm hearing from spirit that you're very loyal and you have a loyal heart, and this is what this person admires even about you. I know this is supposed to be about the karmic, but this is tied in with you because your person has made a decision in love, and they've realized that they don't want to stay where they're at. It's very abusive. It reminds them a lot of their childhood. They could have grown up with parents as well who were very toxic. And so they chose a toxic person because of their own programming, in terms of them believing that they did not deserve to have a better chance at love. But now they're recognizing that this is not their wish fulfillment. Their wish fulfillment is with you. And that's why they want to give you a solid, stable, committed offer. Expect communication very soon with this person. And they want to give generously towards this connection. So pile number one, this is a done deal, right? And I'm hearing for a lot of them, they're cutting out the third party, right? So they're ending this, right? Because they've gone within. They've had a lot of sleepless nights. They've been thinking heavily about you, the connection, everything. And now they've realized that they want to give you their cup of love, right? With this Knight of Cups here. So yeah, this person, I saw an envelope here in the picture too. So your person might even write you to communicate, or may even show up wherever you are and reach out. So let's see from Spirit if there's any other information about pile number one and their person's karmic situation. Pile number one, your situation is very straightforward. So consultation. So again, I'm feeling very strongly that Spirit right now is working heavily with this person. Their guides, their ancestors, Spirit, they're really working hard with this person. I'm hearing in a lot of cases, if they are married to the karmic, that they're looking about getting a divorce and dividing out assets as well, which is why we have consultation. So they may even have gone recently to talk to a lawyer in regards to their rights and what can they do basically. So we have here Doctor, Death, and Size. So from this imagery here, or from these cards, I feel very strongly that your person right now, as we talked about, I feel like this should actually be flipped. So Death, Size, Doctor, and Consultation. So right now, pile number one, your person is going through a profound transformation, which we talked about in the very beginning of this reading, which is why I think your footage was lost. But the message is still there, so na karmic. So your person is going through a profound transformation at this time, which we talked about, right? I think as well that this person is kind of like still hopeful, because we have a rose here, we have a picture. So I think this might even be you, the viewer. You're still holding out and waiting for this person to show up and be there for you. I think that this person is really legitimately wanting to have this new beginning with you, but they're trying to sort themselves out, right? And it's probably for the best too, because you don't want to be with someone who is not fully available as of yet. And even if they've ended the karmic situation, you got to allow this person time to heal, because I'm hearing for a lot of them, they went through a lot of turmoil with this karmic, which is probably why we even have the Doctor card here. Some of them may have gone into this situation because of a sex addiction or gambling addiction, or just a lot of them feeling very toxic or having a lot of toxic tendencies. I'm hearing a lot of them were living life in the fast lane. So they could be actually receiving professional help from a doctor, a psychologist, a social worker, somebody who can help them, because I'm hearing that this karmic caused them a lot of stress and a lot of issues. Like, I feel like it was a burdensome cycle that this person and this karmic were both in. it wasn't even just your person, it was also the karmic felt very burdened by this situation. So this person right now is trying to get professional help in some cases to deal with a lot of their issues that they had. Or this person now has health issues because they weren't taking proper care of themselves as well. Could be, take it as it resonates, leave the rest, right? This is a general reading. So this person right now I'm hearing is also consulting with spirit, right? So spirit has been giving this person healing and a lot of answers. I'm seeing that a lot of them, I see this book here, so some of them could even be doing research on soulmate twin flame connections as well. And they're getting a lot of guidance and support from their spirit team at this time as they go through this period of transition. I'm hearing a lot of them are scared and they wish that you could be there with them, but this is something, a path I'm hearing from the Matrix, the path that the one must go. So this person basically now has to, if anyone knows Matrix can comment, but that's something as a Matrix, from the movie Matrix, inside joke. But this person now has to go down this path of self-discovery and rebranding themselves on their own. And I'm hearing that you're doing the same for yourself too. Expect communication in the 3D and even the 5D with this person because they want to communicate and they're actually missing you a lot. I'm hearing for a lot of them. So let's get some more messages from your person. I'll take 6 and then we'll move on to the last piece of advice and I'll close out your reading, pile number 1. Hopefully I can post it this time without issues because I think the messages are really important and I think this really will resonate and help somebody. So I wish I could share my good news with you. So exactly as I said, this person wishes that you could be there with them and spend time with them and also be there. This person could have literally gotten some good news recently and they wish that they could talk to you about it. But now is not the right time. You guys are meant to go down 2 separate paths right now. But I'm hearing that it's not going to be for long. So the idea is for you guys to work on yourself and then you'll be able to come back together. So here it is. It's time for me to heal now. So exactly, this person is doing some deep healing, which we talked about with their spirit team, as well as you're doing the same for yourself. So I'm feeling like this is more past energy where this person is now saying that they bury themselves in work to forget you. So I think for a long time, this person was being nudged intuitively about this connection. But because of their own ego and insecurities, they didn't want to take it seriously. So as a result of this, they tried to bury themselves in work, or they could have entertained, third-party options or whatnot, because the idea was if they were not able to give you the 100%, then they wouldn't feel for you the way that they felt. But ideally, I'm hearing for a lot of them, the feelings never stopped. They actually kept getting worse as time went on, and they kept feeling more and more an intense pull towards you, but they were scared of if you felt the same way, or if it was all in their head, or if this connection was a fantasy, or you were not their typical choice of people that they generally would have been drawn to. I feel like, especially if this is a twin flame soulmate journey, this person had an image, like you could even be dealing, I'm hearing Virgo or Gemini or Libra in some cases as well, where this person just had that image in terms of what was going to be their happily ever after, and they didn't think that it was going to be with you. But now this person is recognizing that your soulmate, your twin flame, is not typically what you would choose for your first pick, but it's ultimately the best choice that you could make by choosing yourself, because at your core, you guys are a lot alike in a lot of ways. Even though you are different, you're the same in a lot of ways, which really matters and counts in these situations. And this is what this person is recognizing. And sometimes I think this person even thinks like you, as time is going on and you guys are not together per se, I feel like this person is also feeling very much that you are really valuable. You add value to this person's life. You're positive. You're a good vibes person. You're all about the positive energies. And this person now, in your absence, is feeling it because they don't really have the support that they had with you, with other people. I'm hearing a lot of them, their friends or even work environments are just very toxic. Even their family could even be some karmic members in their family too. that is just very negative and very draining. And I'm feeling for a lot of them, they just wanted your person for their money or finance or something that they had to offer, but they don't really care about like how your person's doing, how their day is going, challenges that they go through. Your person is just seen as someone of just like value in like material finance, that sort of thing, versus them actually loving your person for who they are, like how you do, right? So this is a hard lesson that your person is now learning. Who really has their back, I'm hearing from Spirit. Who really cares about them and who actually wants what's best for them at the end of the day. But it was something that your person signed up for in their soul contract, that they had to go through this in order to really crack their heart open and become a better version of themselves. And the same with you too, right? So even this heartbreak or finding about the third party or recognizing your person was not going to leave the third party could have even triggered an awakening within you to recognize and realize your worth and know. And now you've started to step into your divine purpose as a result of this heartbreak. So see, the timing just wasn't right for us. So again, I feel like it was a situation that both of you had to go through lessons. And I'm hearing some of you, even lifetimes were spent learning the same lesson in some cases, because you guys were just not ready to embark on that journey, right? So now you're starting to understand this situation a lot more, and you're focusing a lot more on working on your gifts or working on yourself in general and building more stability for yourself as a result. And this person is feeling this intuitively and starting to do the same things. I'm hearing a lot of them are doing a lot of introspection work as well, and really taking this connection to another level, right, where they want to invest in you. So they're pulling away from the karmic because you've made a choice to basically love yourself. And so the karmic is like pushing up on your person and forcing them, but the karmic is not really smart, because the more that you push somebody, you actually push them more and more away. I'm hearing, and my mom and my grandmother used to always say this, the humblest calf sucks the most milk. So when you're humble, when you just do you, this is when you attract what you want, right? So you do want this person, because I know you're still probably waiting for them in some ways, but you're not holding up yourself, right? And you're not like being clingy and controlling and manipulative like the karmic. And so this is making your person want you even more, because you're just standing in your power and being the best version of yourself. And so this person feels that intuitively and wants to reach out and wants to communicate, whereas they just are losing interest day by day from the karmic because you took your power back. So let's see, Spirit, can I get 2 more cards please for pile number 1, and then we're going to go on to the advice. They're telling me this one. So I'm becoming a better person. So exactly, your person is working on changing and transforming and becoming a better version of themselves. So you are the best thing in my life. So this is again confirming what we talked about. Your person doesn't have very positive people at times around them, and you were one of the only positive influences that your person had, right? I love you unconditionally. So this person is learning how to love themselves unconditionally, to love you in return, pile number 1. So let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit, and I'm going to close out your reading. Hopefully I can post this and then take it from there. So you have 2 of the Ask Your Guides. So purpose, and we have discontent. So instantly I'm hearing that a lot of you are stepping into your life purpose. You're meant to heal people. You're meant to inspire people. You're meant to, put your work out there. You're meant to help people become better versions of themselves. And through your healing, you help inspire other people to heal as well. But let's hear what it says in the book about your purpose card here. So you're beginning to stride into your purpose. Work is no longer a struggle, and your master teacher is guiding you along the way. The more in line you become with your life's purpose, the more your days will flow with ease. You'll lose track of all barriers as you go with the flow and throw your heart and soul into your efforts. Your dedication will pay off in the long run. But even if it isn't important, your efforts are their own reward. Doing what you love so well and so faithfully fulfills you. Your challenge is to resist the temptation to push yourself to exhaustion. Remain measured and steady, and don't overlook the importance of taking a day off rest at least once a week. Your master teacher is pleased with your progress, but reminds you that even though you may love your work and feel that you could work forever, your body and mind do get fatigued. Develop the wisdom to know when to step away and refresh your soul. Your master teacher's message: pace yourself. So Spirit is asking you just to take time as well for you. So that's something that I'm starting to develop for the new year, where I'm going to be taking Sundays off to recharge. So Spirit is asking you to do the same as well, where you take time to replenish your energy and to also work on yourself. So this could even take forms of self-care, as well as just taking time even just to sleep, right? Because sometimes, especially when you're going through an awakening, you're just getting download upon download upon download, and then you want to just take on so much. You want to do more creative work. You want to do a lot, but Spirit is urging you to remember that Rome wasn't built in a day, so things take time, and just take time and pace yourself to get there, right? You don't have to rush into doing everything in one sitting. Take your time and do what you need to do. So discontent. So dissatisfaction, seeking, searching, conclusions. Sooner or later in our evolutionary process, each of us begins to realize that it's not about having that fulfills our soul, but rather it's the art of creating that brings us satisfaction. Contentment is what we've created. No matter how grand inevitability subsides and our creative juices flow once again. This is why the once ideal partner ceases to mesmerize. The perfect job inevitably becomes mundane, and the great adventure becomes tedious. Although there is a lot to be said for enjoying what we have now, we must nevertheless respect the fact that our basic nature as creative beings is to create. Without the process, we can't be fully content, at least not for long. Your muses are present, and they call on you now to embrace your creative discontent and undertake new projects. Their message: see your frustration as a longing to learn more, expand more, dare more, and create more. So Spirit is asking you, right, to sometimes I think, and I know for myself, I can speak on this one very heavily. So before the new year, I actually cleaned out everything, anything that I had that no longer I wanted and whatnot, I just got rid of it. So sometimes we realize along our journey that material possessions are not what makes us happy inside. It's more about recognizing and realizing that we have to look for ways to make ourselves happy, as well as not really make you happy, because nobody can make you happy but you, right? But it's more about finding things that fulfills your soul, right? So it's like your soul is fulfilled, rather than I'm just buying this pair of shoes, or I'm buying this coat, or I'm buying this just because I want to look good, or just because of whatever. You do things that fulfill your soul. So again, you're being called to maybe even taking on, which they talked about in here, right? Creative projects. So it could be creating a YouTube channel, starting an NGO, right? Going out in the community, inspiring other people to be better versions of themselves. So right now, I feel very strongly for pile number 1. Spirit is saying not to study this situation too hard. And right now, you need to focus on stepping into your life purpose and becoming a better version of yourself, so that you can inspire other people too to be a best version of themselves. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope it resonated. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribes. Till we meet again, take care. Bye. So hey, pile number 2, if you were drawn to this hand here, protection hand, this is going to be your reading in terms of what's going on right now with your person and their karmic at this time. So this is for people who know specifically that they are in a third-party connection or situation. In case you missed the intro and you're new to my YouTube channel, my name is Angie. I'm a psychic medium here on YouTube. I provide some of my skills and talents to you guys by doing primarily pick-a-card readings. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe with my video if this resonates with you. I want to let everybody know that right now I'm closed for personal and private readings. I am in the process of creating a website, and so because of this, I have been shifting my energy towards that, and my goal is to have it ready within the next week or so, to be ready for January 1st, 2022, so that I'm able to create that new beginning energy. So I'm just going to set this hand here to watch over your reading here, pile number 2. So let's get into it. Let's see the tea, the sauce in terms of what is going on with your person and their karmic at this time. So let's get a significator from my guides, from Spirit, in regards to your situation and what is going on with your person and their karmic. So pile number 1 was kind of like PG-13. It wasn't as fiery. So let's see what's going on in pile number 2. It was very mild, pile number 1. So significator for their person, their karmic, and the viewer at this time for pile number 2, please, Spirit. So what's going on with their person and their person's karmic at this time? Oh shit, okay. So we have rising above problems. We have listening within. For a lot of you, I'm hearing that the karmic is giving your person shit. No, that's too many. I'll take one more and then we'll start talking. Codependent, independent in reverse, and sanctuary. So right away, pile number 2, I know that your person's karmic is giving them shit. So this person may have just recently found out about you, or found out that your person had been entertaining multiple people and being with them in a relationship as well. So if you're a twin flame like myself, this is typical for the twin flame journey, right? Your person will usually have a karmic, could be a karmic job, karmic family members, or even a karmic relationship in general. But I'm feeling very strongly for this pile that your person had a karmic partner, a karmic soulmate, whereas you guys are the divine connection, and this person either went and manifested a karmic, or you, the viewer, may have left this person and then this person went and got a karmic, or from the very beginning this karmic has just been on the scene. So right now your person is getting shit from the karmic. So this is a 5-5. So that 5s talk about challenges and changes in relationships. So right now your person is going through a lot of challenges and changes in their karmic situation at this time. So I'm hearing for a lot of them, they have to now, if you know the viewer, your person is typically a logical type of person. You could even be dealing with an earth sign, which are usually, or even an earth sign, or possibly an air sign, as earth signs and air signs are typically very logical type of people, right? So your person is someone who typically, I'm hearing, deals with things logically. So this connection, this situation between the karmic and them is making them have to listen to the voice within in order to come up with a solution to solve their problems. So it's not going to be a situation where they could just throw money at it and the problem is gone, or they could just try to finesse the karmic and use mind games, because I'm hearing for a lot of them, they attracted someone as well who is like them, who is also very manipulative, very controlling, as well as uses mind games to manipulate situations, right? So your person basically manifested a toxic relationship based on them and their heart being closed to you or the connection, which made them attract someone as well who is emotionally unavailable. So because of this, this person is now having to master, and this is a card number 8 plus 6 is what? My math is bad. Social work problems. Anyways, I'm a social worker too, by the way. So my math is horrible. But 8 plus 6, that's 14, which reduces to 5 again. So this is, again, a very challenging time for your person. So your person is someone who right now at this moment in time is dealing with a lot of challenges and changes, right? So that's also a number 5 card. So this person is having to listen to their intuition rather than thinking that logic would be able to solve their issues. So this person with the karmic is also really struggling, because now you, I feel for the viewer, were that person that was in their corner very supportive, very loving, very compassionate, and very nurturing. But this person, because they had heart chakra issues, manifested a connection with someone who was not emotionally available. This person that they manifested was not available. So you have maybe had been trying to make it work with this person, try to be there for them, try to love them, support them. And then this person, the person that they attracted, is someone who does not feel the same way, right? This person was, I'm hearing for a lot of them, financially drawn to this person because your person is a provider, right? So this is more of like a masculine type of energy where your person is the provider. There's someone who maybe has a business or is very financially abundant. And so this karmic attracted to your person because they were just only in it for the money. They didn't love your person. They just wanted the money from them rather than your person wanting to give them love. So you were trying to give this person your love, and this person ran to someone who was not willing to give them love. So you are the overgiver in this connection, the viewer, and the person that they're with, they are the overgiver with them. But it's to crack your person's heart open is what I'm hearing from Spirit, so that they're able to learn a very hard lesson as well. So this person right now is really, really, really getting their heart and their ass handed to them on a silver platter, which is good because you don't want to be with your person right now if they're not at that place where they can give you the love and respect that you deserve, the viewer, right? So let this person go through their karma and their lessons in order to level up and match you as the emperor or empress. So we have independent in reverse. So I'm feeling like this person thought that they could do everything on their own, right? They had realized, or they thought for a long time, that they didn't need love. Who needs love? I'm hearing love is for fools. Why bother invest in love connections when you're just going to get hurt again? So because of this, this person thought that they could go everything alone. And so because of that, right now I'm hearing as well that they are very closed off to the karmic. Some of them might not even be sleeping in the same bed. Some of them might not even be communicating. Some of them have even had to move out of the karmic's house as well. There's a lot of things that has happened now. And so both your person and the karmic has to find their sense of independency at this time, because both of them were codependently attached to each other, just like how you may have been codependent or emotionally invested in this person. It's the same for them in the karmic. So now everybody has to take a back seat and try to manifest a new beginning in a different way for themselves at this time. So that's a lot. So yours is a little bit more juicier than pile number one, pile number two. So let's see what's going on. So yeah, the connection is not victorious between your person and the karmic at this time. 5 of Swords, so a lot of problems, right? And is this reverse or upright, Spirit? It is upright. So yes. Okay, so your person right now in the karmic, they have recognized that this connection is not going to bring them any sense of victory or satisfaction with the 6 of Wands in reverse. So this person is realizing that the connection that they're currently in with the karmic is one that is very toxic and very tumultuous. So it could have started off as a situation where they thought they could have had like that 10 of Pentacles, like that happily ever after. And I know that might be triggering for some people to hear, but this is the honest truth. They thought that the karmic relationship that they attracted was one that was familiar. I'm hearing for a lot of them, their friends could have even introduced them to this karmic, or this karmic was there from a long time ago in the background, waiting for your person to, let's say, leave another connection they were in, even in some cases, to take this person, right? They may have even lived in the same area. They had mutual friends for some of them. Something along the lines like that was the reality of the connection. But then what happened was they thought that this connection would have just made the most practical and logical sense for them, the karmic. But now they're realizing that the relationship is toxic as fuck, right? Where it's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of upheaval. There's a lot of chaos. Nobody knows where the connection stands at this time. And so both the karmic and your person do want out of the relationship because they've now seen with the 5 of Swords that the relationship has nothing but problems and conflict. And so both of them at this time are actually listening a lot more to their intuition in terms of how to proceed with this connection, because they're recognizing that, and I'm hearing for the karmic, they may have even used sex or black magic or other tactics on your person in the past. But now the karmic is recognizing and realizing that the manipulation or the lies or the things that they were doing is no longer working. And I'm also hearing that the karmic is gossiping a lot about your person at this time and talking about the fact that this person is a cheater or they may have deceived them. But hindsight 2020, your person may not even know, but this karmic may have even gone as far as cheating or having another relationship on the side with someone else and not your person. I'm here for some of them too. They could have even manifested the karmic, gotten the karmic pregnant in some cases, and now this karmic is carrying a child that they think, your person may think that this is their child, but it's actually not their baby in some cases, right? Or they could have invested in a property or a business or something of tangible value where they thought that if they would have done this investment with this person, or if they would have been involved romantically with this individual, then it would have brought them a lot of prosperity and abundance. But it's not a victorious connection because it's a karmic connection. So it's karma, right? It's not meant to last. Both of them signed up in this life to go through these lessons of being together in this relationship. And so it's not going to last, right? Your connection is a divine connection, whereas theirs is a karmic connection. So it's not going to last. Your person and this person are going to break up very soon. So behind the scenes, both the karmic and your person right now is trying to plan a new beginning, right? So we see here this girl has a candle. So the karmic may even have been trying to use spell work on your person too to try to keep them stuck or bound, or even some of them moon magic, because I'm noticing here like the pentacles kind of look like moons to me. So even trying to use moon magic to keep your person stuck or bound or confused, because I see here he's holding his head in some cases, but it's not working anymore. So the karmic now is trying to go into their toolbox in terms of how to keep this person stuck in some cases too, because they don't want this cycle to end with your person. They don't want your person to walk away from them, because they know that your person is a provider. So if your person leaves, then they'll be left with nobody, right? And they can't have that happen on their watch. So the karmic right now is trying to actively think of what to do to keep your person stuck. And so both of them, your person is listening within though. They're getting a lot of downloads from spirit at this time. And even the karmic is getting downloads to walk away from the situation. But the karmic, again, because they're karmic, is not listening to their voice within. And so they are still actively trying to pursue this person. But I'm hearing for a lot of them, your person doesn't want to invest with them anymore. So let's see. I'm just curious. What is the your person's next move is going to be towards you? So we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So we have the Six of Cups. So what is your person's next move towards you going to be, the viewer? It's too many. The Chariot. So the viewer is stuck energy, right? So your person right now is kind of stuck. They know that they're not happy where they're at, but they're also stuck at the same time because they do feel bound to this person. It could have been a situation to the viewer that this person went and manifested this person because of financial troubles. So there's something that the karmic and them have possibly built together. And so because of that, this person is scared of breaking free, right? Because of there being so much conflict, right? There's a lot of problems happening, but then they're scared if they leave, what are people going to think about them if they walk away from this karmic? So we have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse, right? So right now, this person, I'm feeling very strongly, is trying to, is not giving up, but they're feeling very overwhelmed at the same time. They are very nostalgic, though, about you, is what I feel, even though the Six of Cups is in reverse. This person, I'm feeling very strongly, is very nostalgic towards you and the connection, but at the same time, they want to move forward to build their independence, too. So, like, this person is kind of like, they're feeling like they want to move on, but then at the same time, there's some stuck energy here. So what you could do to manifest or help bring this person back is by focusing all your time, all your love, all your affection towards your creative gifts or talents that you have. And then this person is going to feel the energy shift and then run back to you, right? So if you want this person back, or you, in some cases, I'm hearing that there's been too much that has happened here, and so you don't want this person back, and that's fine, right? It's up to you. But if this is a twin flame, you guys are always going to be energetically connected. So even if you don't want this person is still going to try to come back at some point, and try to have some sort of communication with you, because they know that their home life is not a happy home right now. With the Six of Cups in reverse, they're not happy there. There's too many fights, there's too many problems, too many things have happened now with this karmic, where I'm hearing a lot of them have lost money, investments, properties in some cases. Just a lot of things, upheaval has happened with this karmic, and it's just something that they're now recognizing is not going to last, because both the karmic and your person are stubborn, and they're both intimacy avoidant. So the karmic is afraid to open up to your person, or has been trying to push your person to open up to them, and your person has rejected them in a lot of cases. And so because of this, the karmic is feeling very much disempowered by your person at this time, and your person is feeling very disempowered by the karmic, because if this is a twin flame, your person may have opened up so much with you, but this is the closest that they have let any relationship or any person that they know has come, because they are not someone who allows people to get close to them. They have intimacy issues, right? Which is what your person is working through. They want to communicate, but they're afraid of you rejecting them now, especially if it's been a long time since you guys have spoken. This person is afraid that if they do come forward, you're going to be an asshole basically towards them, and like either yell at them or treat them like shit or whatever. So they're scared. They don't know what to do. But they do want to end the conflict between you and them though. They really want to end that conflict that you guys have had in the past and try to manifest that new beginning, because they do love you and they do feel that sense of home with you that they don't feel with anyone else, especially not with the karmic, right? They may have thought that the karmic and them could have matched, but it's a no-go, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So let's see what else might be impacting this connection at this time. So your person is doing a lot of research on this connection as well. And the karmic, I feel like, is researching researching you. So you may have a stalker too on your hands, pile number 2. So look out for that. And this person wants to level up and be the man, right? Is what I'm hearing as well. So your person is trying to research a lot about spirituality and stuff like that, because they recognize, right? They want you to be their friend. They want to try to build back this connection. And you might receive a letter or some type of communication as well from this person. So they may be too afraid to approach you physically. They might reach out to you in the 5D, or they might write you a letter or give you a gift of some kind, or try to have some sort of conversation with you, right? So that's coming. So look out for it, pile number 2. It's coming very soon. So this person wants to have that sort of friendship with you because they feel like you are their happiness, right? So even if you're not willing to be like in a romantic connection anymore with this person, or there's just too much water over the bridge, this person wants to take off the mask, right, with the falseness card. So they want to show you the real them, because I feel like for a long time they were hiding their truth and they weren't being honest with you, right? They lied about a lot of things, and I feel like there's still a lot of things that you may not even know in regards to this person at this time. But this person wants to come clean and share a lot of their secrets or things that they didn't share with you before, and they want to do it in more, I'm hearing for a lot of them, more in a way that holds true to integrity and honesty. So let's see from the hidden oracle, truth oracle cards, what else this person wants to tell you at this time, pile number 2. So yeah, your person right now is going through a rough cycle, is what I know for sure. It's like something happened, like a tower moment in their connection. Karmic could have even found out about you, or could have seen pictures or messages as well, and then that just like confirmed what the karmic was even getting intuitively. The karmic knew something was up with your person, but they weren't sure what it was, and then something happened and triggered the karmic to now come into recognition to the matter in this situation. So I want to tell you how I feel. So this person really wants to communicate with you, and they want to tell you everything that happened, right? So maybe like the ways in which they lied to you, which ways in which they had deceived you, maybe just in general, if there's like a child up there that you didn't know about or something here. This person wants to come forward with communication because they feel empty without you with them, right? You're a good friend to them as well as a lover, which they can't get with other people. And they're now recognizing your absence, and they're feeling very incomplete without you. So expect communication very soon with this person, for sure, in this pile. So I'm so attracted to you. So again, if this is a twin flame, you might not be their usual type that they go for, but they're just naturally drawn to you. Your aura, your presence, how you are, your mannerisms, your behavior. I'm hearing for a lot of them, you remind them of a grandmother or mother, or something about your energy just draws them in every time. And even though, and I'm feeling for a lot of them, they tried to disconnect from this connection, but ultimately they kept getting sucked back in. They couldn't resist you. They can't resist you. And they can't stay away from you for long either. So I couldn't let you get close to me. So again, this is what I talked about. This person has intimacy avoidant issues. They don't want people to get close because they're afraid of rejection. They could have had a very toxic childhood as well, which caused this to happen. And so they just push people away. But I'm hearing that you, the viewer, got close to them, even more close to them than even the karmic that may have been living with them. You might even know this person's deepest, darkest secrets that they tell nobody about. Right? Because you're the twin, you're the soulmate, you're the person that this person loves. So it was my fault, but I blamed you. So again, if things went to shit with them in the karmic, they may have blamed you and said it was all your fault why things had ended, but they now recognize that it's not your fault. They know that they played a hand in terms of what happened here in this relationship. So I hid who I really am for you. So this is what we talked about, right? Falseness. This person was wearing a mask. They were deceiving you, and they were not telling you who they really were or what their motives were. I'm hearing for a lot of them, they were just looking for that sexual relationship or connection with you, and then they weren't expecting that you would have been the twin or the soulmate. They thought that it was going to just be a lighthearted relationship or connection they were going to have with you, but then it blossomed into way more than what they had thought. Because I'm hearing for a lot of them, their plan was just to be with you temporarily, like maybe just like sleep with you like for one night, or just use you and get whatever they could and then be gone, right? Because this is how this person deals with things. They have multiple people because they don't want anyone to get close to them. Being close to somebody scares this person. So that's why, again, they couldn't let you get close because they were afraid. And see, I am not available. This is this person's ego talking, right? For them, they just tried to pretend that they were not available or they weren't feeling this connection because they were afraid of you getting too close to see the real them and maybe not liking the real them. But if this is a twin flame, you are their mirror. So your shadow is basically, you know this person's shadow. You know this person because you and this person have the same issues that you guys are both processing in the shadow. So you know this person. You already know what type of person they are. Right? Because that's why they're your twin flame, your soulmate. You know them. So they can't hide from you. They can't hide from this connection. They can't hide from the truth of the matter. So let's get the last piece of advice from Spirit, and then I'm going to close out your reading, pile number 2, because I don't want it to be too long. So Despair, Nature Spirits. And this is a card number 11, which is intuition as well. You might be even a life path number 11, or 29 could be of significance, or the number 11 could be of significance to you or this person. I'm a life path number 11, so I know, which talks a lot about intuition, which is why hence I'm I'm psychic, I'm a medium, I read tarot. So yeah, let's see. Or you could be a life path number 2 or 9 as well, as what I'm hearing too. So, Despair, Nature Spirits. To disponency, I think it's called. Desperation, torment, apprehension. So again, this person is having a lot of sleepless nights. They're afraid that you have left them for good. They want to know if they can come back and reconcile. So whatever you call it, a bad mood or a bad day or even a bad life, a feeling of complete desolation and repair has you in the grip, has its grip. All seems bleak. This isn't to suggest that your feelings of hopelessness are without cause. Generally, difficult situations may be causing true anxiety, but it's more likely that your fears are aggravating things way out of proportion. Unfortunately, your nature spirits are on hand, luring you out of the inner despair and rooting your attention back to nature. They urge you to stop dwelling on problems for the time being and go outside. Breathe the air, smell the grass, take a walk, notice the wind. Come back to earth, back to the moment, back to the beauty and bounty your divine mother offers. If you're feeling trapped in an emotional maze or fear the drama, your only way back to balance and clarity is to get out, get grounded in the moment, and return to the natural world. Let your nature spirits lead you to Mother Earth, as she will claim and comfort your soul. This message is for you. Get back to nature. So again, Spirit wants you to get grounded and stop focusing on this connection, because I get it. It's upsetting, right? It's not easy to deal with a third party, deal with this person, the conflict, the problems, this and that. But Spirit is reminding you to stay true to who you are. And if this connection is meant to be, it will happen in due time. Get out there, get grounded, and release your anger and frustration towards this person. But I get it. It's upsetting. But at the same time, if you have friends or a circle that you can connect with, your soul family, your soul tribe, have some time. Talk with people, because I get it. It's frustrating. That's hence why I do YouTube. I do YouTube because some of it is I love you guys and I really want to, help people out there who are going through the same issues I am. But a part of it is to help me to release a lot of the feelings that I have towards me and my twin flame, because sometimes the journey can be toxic as fuck, as it can be very draining and very irritating. And there's days where I feel sympathy towards my person and the situation that he's in, and then there's times where I just feel like fuck it, right? So Spirit is asking you to just release the anger and the frustration. You might even be called to also start your own YouTube channel if you haven't already. But the idea is to release this feelings that you have, because it's not good to keep it inside. You got to let it go and recognize that this issue and even what your person is going through is helping to trigger them to wake up and realize who you are and what this connection really is. Okay, so that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for your likes, comments, shares, subscribe. Till we meet again. Take care. Bye. So hey, pile number 3, if you are drawn to this New Beginnings Space Clearing Extra Strength Sage, this is going to be your reading. So initially also I'm hearing that a lot of you are shaman as well, or you may be Native American or have some Native ancestry somehow, but that's one thing that stood out to me, shaman. So something is happening, and I feel like you guys are going through new beginnings, because right away as well, I wanted to let you guys know my candle is like really dim, so the third party situation for you guys might be ending as well as my incense ran out just before I started this reading. So I'm actually going to light some sage, because this is some heavy karmic energy and I don't want to be fucked. So yeah, let me just light this up, and then I'm going to start reading more into what's going on with your person and their karmic at this time. But I'm hearing as well that there was an issue with give and take with either you and your person or the karmic and your person. So your person could have been overgiving. Let me just clear the energy, because keep that going. Your person could have been like overgiving in their karmic connection, or you had been overgiving to this person. But the person wants you to know that there is some ending happening with their connection. Or you could have left this person. Either or. Let's see. So can I please get a significator for pile number 3, please, in regards to their karmic situation with their person. Their person and their karmic. That's way too much, Spirit. Okay, I'll take 3 cards, Spirit. Okay. Remembrance. So right away I'm hearing that this person wants to manifest a new beginning, which I talked about, because they are now starting to remember who they actually are and what their life purpose is and what it actually means. So this person as well. So I'm feeling like this needs to go like this. It's just how I want to read it, or I'm being told to read it. So this person, I'm hearing, and now they're honoring the truth of this connection. So as I talked about, this person right now is coming out of the depression with the karmic. So whatever the karmic is, I'm hearing for some of them, could even be a job, karmic family members. It could be dealing with a karmic home or karmic home life. Something that basically had caused them a lot of sleepless nights and issues. They're coming out of this cycle now where they're starting to recognize and realize that it's not worth with them staying where they're currently at, because they know that it's not happy there, right? They're disappointed and they're upset. And a lot of them are also very much heartbroken, right? We have here card number 22. So that's master number 22. So you could be dealing with someone who is life path number 22, or you could be a life path number 22 as I'm drawn to that, or something could happen or happen in either April, or is going to happen in April, or even February, I'm hearing in some cases for some of you, or the year 2022, which this is a timeless reading. So whenever this pops up, the messages you're meant to receive. We're ending 2021 right now, heading into 2022. So this could be a situation where come the new year, something is going to happen with you guys. So this person right now is going through a lot of heartbreak and grief towards you and this connection, or even the karmic. I'm hearing for a lot of them, they're getting a divorce with the karmic because they're depressed. They're not happy with the karmic. And so they're getting they're going through a breakup, could be even a marriage breakup where papers are being signed right now, or people are moving out of the same house. There's some issue happening here with your person and their karmic, which is why your person is depressed. But they're coming out of it. They're feeling a lot better. Whereas maybe some time has since passed that them and the karmic decided to part ways. And so your person is ultimately healing from this connection and from the situation. And even yourself, the viewer, if you knew that your person has a karmic, you too are coming out of this feeling of depression, not dealing with your person, and also healing the heartbreak and the pain that you experience with this person. You may have thought that maybe this person was free or tied up with other things and didn't know that they had a karmic, and then found out, and so that led to you going through a tower moment or feeling really depressed or really down about the situation. But I'm hearing that you had recently healed from that situation with this commitment healing card, and has now since been able to manifest a new beginning for yourself, which is what your person is actively doing. Especially if this is a twin flame journey. Once we heal as divine feminine, we're able to then allow the energies to pass through for your person, and they'll pick up on it and start working on their own healing, because we lead the journey for this person. So this person right now, as we see this road here, they're setting out on a journey to remember who they really are. So they're now realizing that they are a divine being and that they have a lot of potential to do a lot of great things. So this person is now embarking on their own chapter and their own journey of self-discovery and remembering why they came to Earth and why they decided to be reincarnated in this lifetime. They want to offer you a commitment because we have here 5 + 1, which is 6, which is the lovers. So this person is recognizing that they do love you and they want to try to have that commitment and new beginning with you. And this is also card number 8, which talks about the infinity symbol. So this is definitely could be twin flame soulmates as well that I'm channeling for. Or you could even be dealing with a Leo as well, or even a Gemini. In some cases, I'm hearing too, also. But this person, either way, is now recognizing and realizing that they are a divine being of the light, and they want to be able to have that new beginning and have that new chapter start with you and them, because they're recognizing that this connection is everything that they wanted and more. I'm hearing this beeping going off in my background. I'm sorry, pile number 3. I gotta pause. This is crazy. So you could have been having a lot of interference as well in the past with this person too. Yeah, so I'm back. Sorry about that, pile number 3. So if you're a big fan of Tamagotchi, like, let me know in the comment section. I actually have a Tamagotchi. It's something I got now. Back. I used to love Tamagotchis as a kid, and like I got another one. I'm kind of like a big kid at heart. So the Tamagotchi, the reason why you were hearing that beeping is because the Tamagotchi died. So I just had to like rehatch a new egg now and whatnot. So because of this definitely is talking about a new beginning. So this connection that they had is dying out, which we talked about again. Spirit is just confirming all of this. So the connection is dying out between the karmic and your person very much at this time. So both your person wants to have that new beginning with you and wants to end the relationship with the karmic. So this for sure. Your person is really thinking heavily about that at this time. Because they know they're now starting to honor the truth of this connection. And they're recognizing their light as well, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. So now they're recognizing that they are a divine being and they want to try to take this connection to another level. So yeah, endings and new beginnings happening very strongly in pile number 3. So let's see, Spirit. So what is happening right now with your person and their karmic? A judgment, so a decision. As we talked about, your person has made a decision in regards to this situation. So pile number 3, please, Spirit. Thank you. 10 of Pentacles. High Priestess in reverse and the 2 of Pentacles. So yes, the viewer, your person has made a decision in regards to this karmic situation. They have recognized and realized that the karmic was not what they had envisioned was going to be. They thought that the connection was going to bring them a lot of happiness and abundance, but instead it led to ultimately a lot of heartbreak and turmoil, which is why they are now getting a divorce from this karmic in order to manifest this new beginning with you, the viewer, because they recognize that the karmic and their relationship is not going anywhere. They thought that maybe they would have a family with the karmic, or they could have tried to pursue some family setup with the karmic. Maybe they thought that this relationship was going to bring forth a lot of legacy or be very fulfilling, but they recognize now that no, your connection is the one that is actually going to bring them that total wish fulfillment and happiness, right? They want to have a legacy, I'm hearing, for a lot of you, and they want to have children with you very prominently. You guys might even I'm hearing as well, even have spirit children right now that are now almost done creating their book of life, that are coming to the forefront very soon. I'm hearing for some of you, you may even find out that you're pregnant very soon from this person, and that's going to help to also shift the energies to create that new beginning as well too. But this person right now wants to put in the work and effort into this connection because they know now that you are their wish fulfillment. You are everything that they had wanted and more. But they were afraid to take a chance because with the High Priestess card here in reverse, their intuition was off, right? They didn't think that this connection was going to work. I'm fearing for a lot of you because of the fact that you might have spiritual practices like me. Hey, shout out. Or you might be like a medium or a psychic or something like that. It kind of scared this person, but they're now recognizing that they have the same gifts that you have too. And so that's why their intuition was off and they were not listening to the voice within. But Spirit, all this time, they're starting to recognize, has been ultimately pulling them back towards you. So instead of them taking one direct linear path towards this connection, they took the long road instead of now taking the shorter route where you guys could have just came together and tried to make it work. But this needed to happen because your person, I'm hearing for a lot of you, needed to level up and really mature and grow in order to understand and recognize what this connection meant. I'm hearing for a lot of them, they didn't really ever have much serious relationships, or if they did, it was like very toxic, and so this person didn't learn the lessons that they needed to learn. So this last karmic relationship that they're in is teaching them a lot about themselves and how they don't want the connection between you and them to work out. So if the karmic and them were dealing with a lot of infidelity, it's now teaching this person a lesson where they're now recognizing that they can't lie, they can't be cheating, they can't be unfaithful in connections, because it's ultimately going to cause an ending. Whereas before, they wanted to have their cake and eat it too, and juggle, right? Because we have here the Two of Pentacles in reverse. But I'm hearing for a lot of them, they no longer want to be a player anymore. They're feeling very overwhelmed by what has happened. I'm hearing very strongly as well that you, the viewer, decided to end the connection with this person and just manifest that new beginning for yourself. And now they want to come back. They want to offer the commitment, because now they recognize that this is a soul connection and it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. So if they lose you for good, they know that there probably isn't anybody else that's going to come that's going to provide them that happiness and that wish fulfillment that they had wanted, right? That legacy, that 10 of Pentacles energy, you know. So now they've realized that in order to free themselves from their situation and also provide you that stable offer that you deserve. Why did I say reserve? So maybe you had been holding back to the viewer from this person, but this person is now recognizing that they need to come forth and make a better judgment call, a better decision towards you and the connection, because they know that their judgment was off. And so you, the viewer, I'm feeling very strongly, ended the connection, which led to them feeling very depressed with you being out of their life and no longer investing in the connection with them because you got fed up and tired of their games. I'm feeling like this person put you through a lot and then you just got tired of it, so you left. So let's see, what are their actions going to be towards pile number 3 within a month's time of them watching this reading? I'm hearing for a lot of them, they're going to rush in because they can't lose you. They can't imagine their life without you in it. Like, I feel like for a lot of them, they didn't want to take it seriously, but now they do. So yeah, again, you, the viewer, started to work on yourself. You started to manifest that in the beginning. So they see you as this vibrant, and you could even be an earth sign or be dealing with the earth sign because there's a lot of pentacles prominent in this spread. So pentacle energies is very strong in here. Yeah, definitely earth sign. Heavy earth watching this pile, or you could be dealing with an earth sign. Temperance in reverse. And I'm going to pull one more, and then, yeah, Ace of Wands. So I'm feeling like a 10 of Cups at the back, so no, this person is going to be coming to talk. They want to talk. They can't let you go. This should be like this. So, viewer, this person is recognizing and realizing that in the past, their judgment was off. Their ability to assess the situation was not clear. That's something that they're recognizing. And I'm hearing for a lot of them, they got a healthy piece of karma. So the third party that they were with put them through hell because they were not able to speak their truth. So this person that they were with had literally pushed them to their brink, and then that triggered them to have a tower moment, and now they're able to look at things from a different perspective. So most definitely this person is now recognizing that they were off. Their balance was off, their decision making was off, they had made a lot of poor excuses, they were not being truthful and honest towards you, the viewer. But now this person is recognizing and realizing that they need to end the chaos and the conflict and the confusion between you and them, because they know now that you are the one for them, right? They see you as this Queen of Pentacles, right? Someone who is financially stable, someone who is very grounded, someone who is very mature, someone who is very wise, someone who may even have their own business going for themselves, someone who is very vibrant, someone who definitely brings a lot to the table. Whereas this karmic that they were with was relying heavily on them instead of, and that's why this person is not like feeling them too, because they feel like this person is just sucking the life out of them. Every corner they look, I'm hearing for a lot of them, the karmic is just having their hand out like this, wanting money, wanting something from this person, wanting them to give them something. And so now your person is recognizing that they want to have a woman or a person in general. This is just the energy I'm feeling, right? They want to have a person around, or someone that is grounded, right? Practical, someone who they could see a future with, right? Be the mother of their children, someone who makes good decisions, someone who invests properly, someone who is respectful, right? This karmic is the opposite of you. So this karmic is someone who probably doesn't have stable housing, probably doesn't have a good job, probably, is not doing their thing, is not as intelligent as you, doesn't do the same things that you do, right? Where this person recognizes now that you are the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, you're the Empress. Like, come on. This person now knows that they fucked up. That's the long and the short. They know now that they made a fucking mistake. They weren't able to look at it properly. They didn't invest it well. And so now this person wants to come back and manifest this 10 of Cups heavily with you because they see you as you just being independent. You're not arguing with anyone. You're not fighting. You're just doing your thing, and you're sitting in your Empress energy. You're sitting in your power right now. And this person is feeling a loss of you, and they want to come back and they want to talk. They're going to want to talk to you for sure. So let's see what else might be this person's motive, Spirit. Let's see what's going on. So we have faithfulness. So now they want to be faithful. Whereas in the past, they were deceiving and they were lying. They want to end the spear, right? They want to end the conflict. They want to end the problems. They want to be faithful, loyal, committed, honest, truthful with you. Whereas in the past, they were not this. They were lying in a lot of cases, and they were living that double life. And for some of you, you didn't know until recently that what this person was up to. But they want to end it. They don't want to have the conflict with you anymore. And they want to try to work on this relationship because they know now that you're the twin, you're the soulmate, you're everything that they could have wanted and more. And again, they're trapped with this karmic now. They're trapped, or they want to end it, or they're going to be ending it soon because they're not happy there. They know that where they're at is hell, right? I'm hearing as well for a lot of them, the karmic controls them, right? They can't speak their truth. They're just unhappy. The karmic just treats them very badly, right? And so especially if the karmic has recently found out about you, that's the part where the karmic is now overly paranoid. It's kind of like, give me your phone. Who are you talking to? Why are you out so late? Where are you going? I want to come too. That's what I'm hearing for a lot of them, you know. The karmic is definitely not you in regards, and could never be you, how you mean. But the karmic, like, is just the opposite and is just controlling. Really controlling in a lot of cases. And your person is someone who values their freedom, especially if they're an earth sign. They value freedom. They don't want to be controlled. They don't want to be bound, especially even if you're dealing with a Saggy, with the Empress too, or with the Temperance card. Saggy, like me, I have a ascendant in Saggy. We value our freedom. We don't want to be controlled. We like to do things our way, and we like to be able to have peace, right? We don't like people telling us what to do. So again, this person is dealing with financial issues because I'm hearing for a lot of them, they invested in this karmic connection or invested in something that did not flourish or didn't do well with the karmic. The karmic has been taking their money every time they look. The karmic wants something, and that's why I said their karmic hand is out like this. Like, give me the money, give me the pentacles, give me everything. And this person was just like, didn't have proper boundaries. So then they just kept investing in the karmic, and then they were just suffering, right? As a result of that. But they want to end that because they don't want to feel trapped or feel that sense of, you know, issues anymore. They want to be able to move forward and be able to manifest a new beginning for themselves. So we have love in reverse. So again, this person was very closed off and not open to this connection. But I'm hearing for a lot of them now, they want to step up and they want to be that emperor, right? They want to be able to provide acts of services for you. They want to be able to show you and show up this time for this connection because they know now the truth of the matter in terms of who you really are. But it took you leaving this person for them to recognize that you are it. You the shit.com. You are everything, right? You're the Empress. But they didn't know. And now they know because they can't draw on you. They can't rely on you. And I'm hearing for a lot of them, they don't have very many positive influences around them. So because of this, this is also causing them a lot of issues because they have no one to turn to and they have to rely a lot on their intuition. So I'll wait for a sign from you. So this person is going to try to contact you, but they're going to wait for you to maybe try to reach out to them. Or if you want to reach out to them, you can. If not, then don't say shit, sis. Just leave them and let them come to you. Because again, this person needs to recognize that you can't just treat people badly and expect that it's okay, right? They have to learn that relationships are all about equal give and take. So if you don't want to, pile number 3, don't reach out to them. Let them come to you. Because again, the Empress doesn't come off of her seat for nothing or no one. So this person can come, and I just had true chills when I said that. This person can come and they can talk to you and show you the respect that you need. So many things remind them of you. So again, they're getting signs, synchronicities. They're getting bombarded by so many things that just remind them of you. And they're like realizing, no, I have to try to make this work now with pile number 3 because I can't just leave like this. Like, they can't just be gone like this. I'm hearing for a lot of them, Like, to lose you would be total devastation, right? So they were devastated when you left, is what I'm hearing for a lot of them. They were really, really devastated and in their feelings. They're still in their feelings because they know that you now were their wish fulfillment, and now they can't get you, right? It was easy before for them to just call you and talk to you, but now that you've taken your power back, this person is hurting. So I left when I saw you with someone. So you may have even moved on in some cases and just went to another relationship. And so now you're wondering what's happening where they're at. And so this person is hurting in your absence. Right? So you may have posted on social media, I'm hearing too in some cases, that you moved on with someone else, which is not this person, and now they're pissed. Right? They're mad. They're disappointed because now they know the truth and now you've left altogether. They want me to take this one. I feel you even though we're apart. So again, this person is getting signs and messages and feelings about you telepathically, emotionally. They're feeling you on every level right now. And they're hurting because they can't communicate with you because you left. So again, this person again feels that you are leaving them behind, right? They know that you're leaving. They know that you took your power back and you're gone, right? So this person is hurting right now. So much sadness for this person right now. A lot of pain this person is going through, I'm feeling. Because they now want to invest with you and they can't get you now. So it's really causing them a lot of sleepless nights, I'm hearing. A lot of turmoil. They're really disappointed. They just invested in a lot and they thought that, you know, this was going to work out with them, the karmic, and it just was not a good look. Let's see, Spirit. Is there any more messages for pile number 3 from their person, please? And thank you. Then I'll get 3 more and then I'm going to close out your reading. So I can't stop thinking about you, right? So this person is really having a lot of nostalgia, right? They're thinking heavily. And it's right over so many things remind me of you. So again, like this person is just confirming their feelings heavily right now. And even this one, I'll wait for a sign for you. I feel you leaving me behind. So I look for you everywhere. So again, this person is hoping too that they'll run into you if they haven't already, or they can somehow see you again somehow, or, you know, they just have that feeling like they can't believe that it's over between you and them. So they're going to be really trying to reach out and really try their best to manifest that new beginning again with you and them, because they just feel like, what a loss without you. But sometimes people have to go through these things, right? They have to recognize that when you have something good, it's not every day that you encounter your soulmate or twin flame, right? So when you have them, you need to value and appreciate the person. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just feel like people need to recognize and realize that these type of once-in-a-lifetime opportunities only come once, right? It's hard to get this again. Like, the feelings they have for you and what they think of you is not going to be the same in other relationships, because your connection is a soul connection, whereas with them in the karmic, it was never meant to last, whereas yours possibly in most cases was meant to last. So I wish I could share my good news with you. So maybe, again, this person recently received some good news or something good happened for them and they wish that they could tell you. But right now, you guys are in separation. I know this for sure. And this person can't reach out to you. So they'll probably be trying to hit you up, I'm hearing, for a lot of you in the 5D, especially if you guys are twin flames. They're going to be coming to see you in your dreams. Like, my twin came to see me a couple nights ago in my dream, but I was very cordial with him. I was like very minimal talking. It was more of just like me just casually walking with my twin and whatever. But like I was like, okay, like why are you here? Like, you don't want to talk about what happened here? Like, I just was like doing my thing. Even in my dream, I was like buying my gas. I was like dealing with the gas attendant, doing my thing, whatever. And he was just standing there like watching me. And then he was like, oh, hi, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, like, why are you here? Like, get away from me. Like, I don't even want to talk to you right now, right? Unless you come to me with proper communications, I don't want to hear nothing you have to say, right? So this is like, it's time to level up. Like, we're both grown, we're not children. So if you want to come and talk to me in the 5D, or if you want to come and talk to me in person, like, you need to be coming to me correctly, or don't come at all. Like, I'm not really on the childish games. Like, it's done. So that's the vibe and the energy I'm on. But, you know, like, some people might still like want to try to come and talk, but like, it is what it is. Like, I've even like started to like, even some people like started to talk to people that I had been blowing off, not even willing to give them a chance. because I was so consumed with my twin, just thinking about him all the time, I started to go out on dates and shit. Like, I'm good. Like, there's no need. Like, you know, like I have people now like wanting to give me gifts, wanting to take care of me and stuff like that. So I'm not really going to be investing very much unless I see a way that this person is going to be changing. If not, then I'm just going to move on, which I have been moving on, right? Because this person is being very childish, and so I'm not investing in that. So you might have the same feeling or vibe with this person, where if they're not giving you the proper communication that you need or telling you straight truth, straight answers, you're no longer investing in this connection. And I don't blame you, because that's where I'm at with my twin. It's either you're going to talk, express, like your mouth is just clam up, like, no, you need to talk to me properly, or don't talk to me at all. I don't even want to hear it, right? And so you come visit me in my dreams as much as you want, whatever, no worries. But if you're not going to talk to me, then it's going to be minimal communication. 5D, 3D, it's going to be the same. Like, sorry, we're both adults now. I'm tired of this. So you might be feeling that very much about this person, pile number 3. Let's get the last piece of advice, and we're going to close out the reading. So we have leadership, Holy Spirit. So again, Spirit wants you to know you're a leader, and this is a card number 6. 51 reduces to 6, which is the Lovers. So right now, Spirit, I'm feeling like is drawing you towards leadership. Could even be starting a channel like me, or doing other creative endeavors, and trying to, you know, build your empire, because you're the boss. Like, you're it. So, you know, let's see, card number 51, and then I'm going to close out your reading. So leadership, Holy Spirit, charisma, enterprise, authority, motivation. The Holy Spirit is encouraging you to consistently and fully embrace the leadership role that you've been craving, that you have been that role that you're craving out for yourself. Though your focus, dedication, stability, and discipline, you're energizing from the background and becoming recognized for both your competence and wisdom. Others are naturally attracted to your charismatic vibration and will follow your lead as they rightfully sense that you can be trusted. The Holy Spirit is is your guiding force as you motivate and inspire others. Indeed, their very word inspire comes from the word spirit, which means to invite or to inhale the Holy Spirit into your life and move you towards your creative and spiritual best. The Holy Spirit affirms that your assignment for now is to shine your bright light, that's right, boss in this bitch, you on the world, and make no apologies for your enthusiasm or confidence as you lead others to higher ground. Be mindful, however, not to overdrive yourself and become disconnected from your source, or you risk getting burned out. Enthusiasm is like fire and must be contained, or it can consume you. The Holy Spirit's message, lead with confidence. So again, you're being drawn right now to focus very much on your creative endeavors or your gifts and talents, spiritually and otherwise. You are being called to manifest that new beginning, right? People are naturally being drawn to you, which is probably why I told you about my experience with me being asked to like go out on dates with people, to hang out. People have contacted me now for like business stuff, right? Just in general, I'm getting pulled like so many different directions. I don't know, this might even be my pile, right? But what I'm saying is that right now, it's not for you to necessarily focus about this person, because they'll feel the energy and they're going to come running back. Right now, Spirit is saying take time out to heal and work on yourself and build on your leadership gifts. And if it's meant to be, you and this person will reunite when the time is right. But right now, focus on enjoying, having fun, doing your thing, and being the best version of yourself. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much, and take care.